Well, yeah, it's probably been a really long time for you since you've seen a regular video from me. But what is good, YouTube? My name is Anthony. If you guys are watching this video, that is a good sign because that means that I am less than 5 days from returning home from my trip. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't upload more of these regular videos while I was gone, it's because I usually like to do these on more current topics. I like to send these around stuff that's happening, you know, currently in my life or in the game or something. And since I have to pre-record these like months ahead, I didn't really see any point. The only thing I could really do is tell you guys stories, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. So here's the story of how I almost died. Now please, while you listen to this, keep in mind that panic is like a huge factor in this. Had I been able to think straight, none of this would have happened, but when you panic, you do really dumb things. But when I was in, gosh, how long has it been? I don't know, maybe it was 5th grade, maybe it was even middle school. But I was at my friend's house, and you know, we were just hanging out, having a good time. And I brought over this frisbee. I don't know if you guys seen these frisbees. It's not like the huge one with the hole in the middle, but it's like a smaller one with the hole in the middle. And it was honestly like a really crappy frisbee. We were playing with it anyway, we didn't really care. And my friend is a pool, so then we decided to go swimming. And we get in the pool and we're just doing random stuff. I don't know, we're doing freaking, I think we were playing frisbee some. We were doing some weird like watermelons, if you guys don't know. It's like an upside down cannonball. We were doing like flying squirrels, regular dives, like anything we could think of. Yo, I collected 2. Let's go. But then I don't know if it was my idea or his idea, but we decided that it would be a good idea to put the frisbee and then go off the little diving board and try to dive into it. So if you guys can like imagine the frisbee in the water, the whole goal was to dive, and it was to dive and put your hand through the frisbee. So you guys might be able to tell how this could have gone badly, but we did it a couple of times. It seemed pretty good. You know, we would dive in, the frisbee would get caught on our arms, we'd be fine. And then a little while later, I go for it and I'm ready to dive in. And I must have put my hands too close together because when I got the frisbee and I dove into it, it got stuck on my back like here. So my hands were trapped behind me like this, and the frisbee was caught on the back here on my biceps, and my hands were trapped behind my head. So here I am at the bottom of the pool. Now, given, and this is what I'll talk about in a second, the pool wasn't that deep. I mean, the part we were at was maybe, I don't know, 9 feet. I was stuck down there, and since I had my hands behind me like this, and they were pushing me forward, it was really hard to swim up. Now, here's where the panic part comes in. Had I been thinking straight, I would have just flipped over underwater and started going up. You guys can imagine me. I was sitting there and my head was face down and I was starting to panic and I was losing my air really fast. I'm not really sure how, but eventually I was able to muscle my way up to the surface. Did he really just tower? Dude, honestly, like, ice people are the most annoying thing ever. Somehow I muscled my way to the top, but since my hands were in front of me, you might think that it would have made me sit back like this, but instead it actually forced me into the water. Again, had I been thinking straight, I would have swam to the shallow end, would have been fine. And my friend thinks this is hilarious. He doesn't see that I'm actually, like, in trouble, so he's up there, he's laughing his head off. I'm sitting here like, bro, help me, I'm gonna drown. It almost felt like I was being waterboarded because I was stuck in and I was really close to the surface, but I couldn't get my head up because my hands are trapped over me. And eventually I realized that my friend is not gonna help me. I'm like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? It was so stuck behind my head that there was no way I was gonna be able to get it off like that. So I decided that the only thing to do was to struggle and try to break the frisbee over the back of my head. Now luckily this frisbee was made out of pretty cheap plastic, so it wasn't like super strong. But it was strong enough that it, yo, it's gonna kill? Yeah, wow. But it was strong enough that it definitely dug into my neck as I tried to snap it. And all the while I'm bobbing up and down on the water, gasping for air. My friend's still laughing. I don't know, I think he thought I was playing like some sort of joke or just messing around. And I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but one moment I was stuck under there and then the frisbee snapped and I was good. Had I not gotten the frisbee to snap, I don't know how long it would have been before my friend realized that I was actually in trouble. Now, there were so many different things I could have done to fix it, but you know, when you start to panic, you can't think straight. But yeah, luckily I was okay. I did have a pretty big ring on the back of my neck though for a little while after that from the frisbee. But you can be assured that I will never ever dive into one of those frisbees again. Hey, we finished Kashibi Village. But I guess guys, the moral of the story is that if you get in a situation like that, don't panic. Panic is the worst thing you can do. Calm yourself. You have a couple of seconds. Think about your options and then do something. Don't just thrash around. That's like the worst thing you could ever do. And that's why I don't know if you guys have been scuba certified. I am scuba certified, but when they do your training, they teach you all of these things about how not to panic. Because to panic is a natural reflex, but it's something that can really get you in a lot more trouble. If you're able to keep your calm and think straight in those situations, you could have just swam over to the shallow end like I could have. and you would have been just fine. Alright, well, we got this. I forgot about Shiraki Temple, so that's gonna be a fun dungeon for next time. Good place to wrap it up, though. Alright, everyone, I hope you all did enjoy this story. I hope you all are excited for the streams to come. I'm gonna be home in 5 days when this video goes up. The craziest thing is that this video was recorded on September 9th. Right now, it is 12:53 on September 9th, and this video is not going to be uploaded for almost 3 months. But yeah, guys, I think that about does it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to smash that like button. And as always, guys, I'll catch you all in my next video.